welcome back everyone, Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again for yet another DCAU video, and today comes courtesy of my friends over at McFarlane Toys. I'm very excited for this one because I never got the original release, roughly about 10 years ago now, but McFarlane Toys and DC Direct are reissuing this through Best Buy, so Best Buy Gold Label exclusive featuring the new Batman Adventures. And it, of course, features the Legends of the Dark Knight, which is based off the episode Legends of the Dark Knight. Never seen it? Definitely check it out. It features 3 teens, one of which is the DCAU version of Carrie Kelly, and they all tell little vignette stories, of which hers was based off of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. The voice acting is amazing. Michael Ironside is Batman. He goes up against the mutant leader. And I'm very happy to say that Robin, Batman, and the Mutant Leader are all in this 3-pack. And again, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's such a love letter to everything Frank Miller and then incorporating that Bruce Timm style. There's also a vignette for Dick Sprang. That's also a lot of fun. Oddly enough, they make fun of Joel Schumacher for some reason. Like, it's kind of like a jab, but I guess they were meaning it as like, oh, look, it's Joel, and he's being all fancy. Well, I don't know about that. It was... especially looking back on it now. On the sides of the box, you're going to see all the different wordage, and you get nice clip art of the characters that also features on the back of the box. Love seeing these guys again after all these years. This is a lot of fun. Here's the barcode. They're starting to hit Best Buy store shelves now, and I will put a link so you can grab one for yourself if you're interested off the Best Buy app now. So this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new Batman Adventures reissue, the Best Buy exclusive gold label Legends of the Dark Knight 3-pack by McFarlane Toys. And while I got all you legends here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my DCAU vids. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Why? Well, we got old toys, we got new toys, daily news updates. Guarantee you'll find something here that you like. And again, you got to see the episode. The Firefly portion, it kind of goes either way. So now here's everything taken out of the packaging. Now there's no Build-A-Figure with these TNBAs. You do get some TNBA stands, which work well, but their pack-ins, instead of a bath figure, are these reproduction cells. And I will say this, they're pretty cool. They're a nice pack-in, especially when you want to display all these together. It has a little tab right there. You can prop it up. It gives you all the episode synopsis, who directed it, which animation studio worked on it. You got Batman, you got Carrie Kelly, and of course, you have the mutant leader. So again, they're nicely done. They're very cool to display with your TNBA figures if that's kind of the thing that you like to do. And for the most part, this is a direct reissue of the original pack. There's some changes. Robin has all of her various hands, punchy hands, item holding hands, outstretched hands. The actual figure itself, there is going to be perhaps some color discrepancies from the original release, but it's pretty spot on. I like what they've done here, and especially for me not having these in the first place. And what kind of accessory does Carrie Kelly get? Of course, she gets a slingshot. Nice silver, nice brown. There's really nothing else to it. She holds it nicely. Now, you have to consider, this is roughly 8 to 10-year-old articulation for the old DC Direct. McFarlane Toys just reissued it. No, they're not going to change it up. That's not how reissues work. It would be lovely, but it's going to be kind of sort of antiquated on the articulation, but that does not deter from the fact that it looks awesome. They've taken that Bruce Timm style, they've mashed it together with, of course, Frank Miller, and it just translates really well to an action figure form. It's not too broken up, not too segmented out. It's just the perfect amount. Yes, I would like a little bit more articulation in the feet, but that's a good looking Carrie Kelly. In terms of the mutant leader, you do get extra hands. They did not paint the black of the fingernails, and in the original release, he had an extra set of hands. So this time around, he only comes with 2 sets of hands, just FYI. The actual mutant leader's nipples are intact. Crisis averted. Everyone can go home safe. Yes, these pointy nipples are very rubbery, and you can flick them around at your leisure if you'd like. But again, much like Carrie Kelly, very spot on. The head portrait is awesome. No, you can't crack the glasses off as if you got punched in the face via first-person perspective. That was a nice touch there in the animation. The arms are huge. This is a huge action figure, but you do get a lot of articulation out of him, which is really surprising. You get these spikes around his belt. They're rubbery and pointy at the same time, if that makes any sense. It's like a bunch of nipples on his belt. Nothing much going on with the legs. Again, very antiquated articulation, but I appreciate it for what it is. I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes. It's just not for you. I'm a huge fan of the DCAU. One thing, though, I will tell you is that he gets kind of top heavy and forward heavy, especially with the arms. So his feet are a little bit too loose than I would like for a brand new figure. It's not a total deal breaker, but it is something to watch out for. So make sure you get him in that perfect stance or take advantage of the TNBA stands that come with these figures. But overall, the sculpt, the design, the animation model brought to life in action figure form for the Mutant leader. I love this. He even has a little head articulation around the collar. It's awesome. I absolutely love this figure. They did a great job here, which then leaves us with the best figure in the bunch. So Batman comes with these mutant grabbing hands or wall smashing hands, either way which you want to go. But the Batman, this is one of the coolest Batmans in my collection. I love that he just is a shelf on the top. You could set a dinner table on top of this guy's shoulders. The cape is amazing. It's just the angles translate so well. They did a great job from that art style to action figure form. You get a little bit of head articulation. He'll look up, look down, but he's basically just one big neck-shoulder combination. A lot of articulation in the arms, the shoulders, the hands, everything works. Waist swivel, no ab crunch. Big yellow pouch belt with the black bat symbol on the costume. The legs are very chunky legs. Again, they're going to have that weird articulation off the side, single jointed knees, and he'll rotate at the boot. It's kind of a bummer that he doesn't have anything articulated in the feet. And again, as I'll reiterate, across the board, I really wish you could have articulated the feet in like an ankle rocker sense, just to kind of put them in a better position when you want to pose them out. That would be my only gripe, because otherwise, I'm looking at these just in terms of animation to action figure, and I think they nailed it. I think that they did a great job here. Even 10 years later, I love the way that this thing looks. And just to show you, these are humongous figures compared to little old TNBA Batman. So you got to think about the price tag for Best Buy compared to the original release. Now that's up there in price, even though those figures are a little bit better in quality and paint, but they're a little bit more brittle as opposed to these, which are actually toys. And I really like, if this was like an alternate way to go, if they didn't introduce Tim Drake as Robin and they did Carrie Kelly instead, it's kind of like a what if to the TNBA. I kind of like that. They go together quite nicely. So that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new Best Buy Gold Label exclusive, the TNBA Legends of the Dark Knight 3-pack. And I think that overall, this was a pretty solid set to reissue. I'm very happy to have it. All three are probably the best work they've done in terms of reissuing all these Batman animated series and new Batman adventures, because every so often there's some weird nitpick. They're missing this, they're missing that, they didn't paint this. These across the board, you're missing some hands with the mutant leader, missing some paint on the fingernails, but I'm happy overall. And again, thank you to McFarlane Toys for sending this out for the purposes of this video. And you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. So comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything TNBA. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember now, I can't wait to get a hold of that Firefly reissue. That is going to be a lot of fun, especially when you compare it to what happens in this episode. And when they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.